Authentic, fun, relatable, and slightly provocative. Just another hang with your besties. It's CK Mornings and the In Case You Missed It podcast.
This guy here loved being the topic of conversation, so much so that it came up and bit him right in the butt. There was multiple robberies in Colorado, and the news team was covering it. So local news broadcasters out there, you know what they do, and you know people always get excited. They start walking around. Well, the guy who was the one doing it ended up walking right behind the cameraman. Just goes walking in behind there. He was the guy that was doing it. So they're reporting on all the crimes that he has been committing, and he's like, what's going on over here? And he walks in behind, and yeah.
That's an odd thing.
Dude.
Was it like, I don't know if it says, but like, was it on purpose that he looked like, or was he just dumb and kind of wandered around?
I think
Still, you should get the heck out of there.
Yeah, I think he's just dumb. The guy was wearing a hood, didn't seem bothered by the cameras. The crew that was filming called 911, and he was in custody within 10 minutes. Listen to the broadcast. This is the news guy, okay? So this is how it goes down.
Yo. Hey, put the camera on him. Yo. You see this person right here? Is this him? Would it be crazy if we actually found the guy right now? Because we saw a person who was literally fitting the description, who just walked by our camera.
I love when newscasters like break, you know?
You mean this?
Yo.
Oh, he was shocked, just as shocked as we are.
He definitely broke.
Yo.
Yo.
That's interesting.
Like, do you think Mort Krim, the old legendary Detroit broadcaster, ever did a...
Yo.
Yo.
Yo, Chuck Gatica.
Yo.
Bernie Smilovitz.
Yo.
Yo. Wow, okay, so they caught him.
Yeah,
Good
caught
job,
the guy.
News team.
They didn't have far to go. He walked right in front of the camera.
No, what was thinking? What are you lingering around the scene of the crime for?
Because you can never get a camera out. A camera or a micro. Like, we go on location. We don't do it now because we have different equipment. But back in the day, we used to have like a podium. We had a microphone. We had this Inspector Gadget-like piece of machinery. We had this giant antenna. And you could be in the middle of anything. What are you doing? Yo, people would walk up. You get the camera out there. You get that satellite truck. People wander over and just do their
Yo.
It's like a weird human instinct. You see a microphone, you just want to...
It's like mosquitoes to a light.
Yeah.
Right? What's happening over there?
Yo.
Dude, you're the one that did it.
Yo.
You here to report in the robberies? Yeah. Yo. Got him. Easy.
I had a scary incident yesterday. I'm not even kidding. Get a load of all this. All right, a couple elements here. Well, first of all, I'm driving, and I'm very quick to be like, is this person following me? This pickup comes zooming behind me, and once I see that, I'm already like, oh, here we go. This pickup's behind me, and I just feel like I was taking a wonky route, and I'm like, they're behind me, like, for every turn I make, and they weren't putting their turning signal on. So I'm like, something's going down here. I'm like, how long would you give? How many turns before you're like, okay, this guy's on my tail. I'm being followed.
I would probably not even notice.
You wouldn't?
But I think good for you as a woman being out driving alone. Probably best that you did. I would be clueless, but...
Oh, see, I feel like I'm hyper aware. One turn, the same turn as me. I'm like, I'm being followed. Here we go. So I just felt like they were behind me. I was going down back roads and this and that, trying to dodge like certain areas. So I start doing, I don't know if you ever had it, where I start doing weird turns on purpose just to like test it out.
Yes.
I'm like, hey, I'm going to turn here even though that's the opposite direction I need to go in because I got to see.
You're seeing if this dude's following you.
I become an investigator. So finally, I'm like, hey, I think I'm being followed. So then I pull into a parking lot. He pulls in too.
Uh-oh.
Gets out.
So you stop, he gets out. You don't drive away?
I had to see what was going down.
No.
I'm like, I'm gonna be driving home pretty soon. Like I can't keep driving. I'm taking turns all over town.
I know what you were thinking. Maybe this was meant to be. Maybe this is my dream man.
Yeah, I'm so beautiful. He saw me driving and he had to follow me. So we go into a parking lot. I go into a public lot because I'm like, I gotta stop or else like I'm gonna be home. So I don't want to be by my house.
Oh yeah, of course.
So I pull into my public lot. All that he was following me to tell me my lights weren't on. Is that psychotic or am I in the wrong?
You and your lights recently. What is going on with those things?
Stupid automatic lights.
Yeah, but you don't have to do anything. What did you have the other day that you were doing the same thing?
I come into work and my lights are still on in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And I had to go back out. I don't know. I don't touch the switch. I just to go in. It's supposed to be automatic.
You put it on auto and just leave it.
What I think it is when it's foggy out, I'm assuming the fog lights automatically go on or something. I have no idea about my lights. Sometimes I'm like, I think my brights are on. I got no clue. If I can see, okay. Like,
so he just had to let you know that your lights.
he was angry
Like, what
about
time
it.
of day? What time was this going on?
This was about like 8:30.
Oh, so it's dark now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was dark. He was angry about it.
Oh, was
I
he
thought it
mad?
was like counterproductive. I'm like, you're being more dangerous by following me. But
So
what
did
can
you
I
open
say?
Did you open the door? How did you address this guy?
You know when you get in a little car situation, you suddenly think you're a little tough. Even though I know I'm not, I'm like, okay. So I kind of come out. I'm like, what? And he's like, your lights are off.
And then he just drove away, or did he curse you out or anything?
No, I think we both kind of got in our car, and then
Oh,
on my
did
tail.
did you turn your lights on, or did you go
Oh yeah.
blank you? I'm going to leave him off.
No,
did you follow
I
him home?
I turned my lights on.
Should turn the brights on and followed him.
It was scary. I was like heated.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. Like,
Well, you think you're tough when you're in your car, but once I actually stepped out, I'm like, whoa.
how old of a guy was he?
Older, like 55, I'd say.
Our age group doesn't like lights off. I'm always flashing.
Well, I'm like,
people.
what are you,
"Turn your
vigilante
lights
for
on."
lights?
I hate when I'm driving and I'm like, turn your lights on. What kind of moron are you with your lights off?
I usually have my light. If anything, I have too many lights on. I put my brights on sometimes. I was driving on the 401 in the work van the other day. I'm like, I cannot see. I'm like, the brights are going on.
Are you the
I think,
one in the
but
work vehicle that keeps turning the lights off? You are.
I don't think there should. I think there should just be one light setting. Just have it. Why is there an option to
There
turn
is.
lights off?
You leave it on auto and you don't touch it. Because I got in the other day and I went to drive it and I'm like, where are the lights? Like, who's touching the lights? It's you.
I never
You're the
touch
light
them.
girl.
I don't. Yeah, I go in and I touch the lights. I don't touch them. I put them on auto, and then sometimes auto fails. I think.
I know it doesn't.
It should just be lights. They shouldn't have an option to have no lights on at all. Look what it's getting me into.
I'm in like as that age group of guy. I definitely hate lights being off, and I'm constantly flashing people. I'm like, turn your lights on. That's what he should have done. Was he flashing you? Was he following you?
I think there was a light flash at one point.
That would have, yeah.
But I'm like, what am I going too slow, or I'm in your way? That's another thing. I don't know. We've talked about this before. I don't know what the flashing lights mean.
Usually it means check your lights or a cop up ahead or something, or a warning of some sort, or get the hell out of the way.
Such rigmarole for lights. I'm sick of these lights.
Was he attractive or?
No.
Oh, okay, I don't know. Maybe. I thought maybe there was a twist to the story. You're like, and then I looked
And now
at
we're
him.
dating, and it's taking me out tonight.
Beautiful. You're not driving though. He's driving. Yeah, probably
Lights
the
on.
best. So Monday night, this news kind of broke, and I think it caught a lot of people off guard. Nicole Kidman, Keith Urban are splitting. 19 years of marriage.
19
Together
years
forever.
Together. No, I think this was so shocking because they were kind of like the gold standard of Hollywood marriages, and we didn't hear too much about them, like too rumblings that anything was wrong or right. Like they kind of seem to do their own thing. But
I think that's the trick in Hollywood is to kind of get out from underneath the spotlight. Like when these celebrity couples are in the news every darn day, you're just waiting for something to happen. And this one
like
kind
they're
of quietly.
overcompensating.
Yeah, I guess they were living in Nashville, maybe a little quieter out there, and kind of doing their own thing. But I guess it's been over. So what I read, and you can correct me, was in June. I guess they broke up.
Yep, separated in June. It was Keith's doing, and Nicole wanted to kind of work on it and save the marriage. So a lot of it is saying Keith was kind of the one who was behind it. And there's rumors he's already involved with a new woman.
No, there's women, I bet. I read that online this morning, too.
Nicole said she feels in her bones that he's involved with someone else, at least one other person. And they say the writing was on the wall for a while. And I guess Keith had moved into his own place or something. And that was kind of a big turning point for it all. So, yeah, June. So it's been a couple of months. And then it just kind of came out publicly.
Interesting, eh?
19 years, though.
Yeah.
And they're both in their, like, high 50s, like 57 and 58, I believe.
Really?
I can't believe it, though. Like, I thought
Yeah.
they were just together. And you always see these couples at award shows, and they're always doing speeches of, like, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then next thing, separated.
Yeah, that's the thing. You gotta stay under the radar, really. It's always like the high profile ones. It's the same in like real life. You know, you always see that one couple, they're always like all over your social media and they're all out and about and they're all up in your face and all of a sudden it's like, "Wah, wah, done."
Red flags.
Yeah, the flags are flying all over the place.
That's crazy, though.
So I tell Kate, we never leave the house together.
Is that the key to
Drive
happiness?
separately. We'll go to the restaurant. We'll meet in the back. We'll eat. You leave first. I leave second. We'll stay under the radar.
The key to a happy relationship is barely be one in the first place.
That's it. Just dip your toe in it. That is surprising, though. And I'm guessing now that it's out, we're going to hear a whole lot more. Like who is this other
he
woman?
said, she said, this side, that side. Yeah, we'll see.
It's just percolating now.
I know. Now you're like, it's just if you search like Keith and Nicole, there's a bajillion articles of rumors and this and that. So it's just getting started, I can imagine, as more filings come out. And there's a lot of details too about like the kids and this and that. They put a big plan in place because their kids are teenagers, so they're still like technically kids, like dependents.
It's been a rocky 36 hours for every relationship when they looked at each other and said, if Keith and Nicole can't make it work, what are we going to do?
I wonder about that. 19 years, a lot of people I think just stay and stick it out because it's like, well, what am I going to do? I'm 57. I can't start over. So I always wonder, like, seeing this, it's going to be, like, inspirational for some people.
It's going to be a turning point.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Now a deep dive into the world of women's fashion, beauty, health, and the real talk on love and relationships. If it's trending and making waves on the group chats, Alana's got it covered. Here's That's What She Said.
Women who are deemed man haters, they get a bad rap, I'm here to shatter that stigma. We all know that woman who's like, I hate men. You've been scorned once, you hate all men.
Yeah.
And then they get a bad stigma. They're like, she's just a man. She's a bitter man hater.
Would you consider yourself a man hater?
Like adjacent, like man annoyed, but not quite a hater.
I'm a man hater ally.
No, yeah, like I get it, but I'm not quite there, but I get it. I get it, girl. But a new dating theory suggests women who, quote, hate men actually make the best partners. And I never really thought of it like this, but it does make sense. So some social media posts are going around right now that says men could greatly benefit from dating women who express discontent with the opposite sex. And it's not as controversial as you might think. This guy did a whole theory on it. It says if you can find a girl who generally says she hates men but likes you, you're set. You're set for life. And he says a lot of men misinterpret these women's stance. And he claims that instead of seeing their expressed disdain for men as a negative, he believes it's kind of like a filter. All these girls who hate men, he says, they're going to find one man that they love, and then they're going to want to take care of you, be really kind to you, everything like that. So a woman who's skeptical of men as a whole chooses to let you in. That means she's super serious about you, which it kind of makes sense. If you're dating as a man, you don't want a woman who's like, I love men.
Yeah, that's not what you want at all. It's like for the guy, you crack the code.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like if you have a girl who's like a man hater, bitter, and then she's not going to be like, she's like, well, I hate men. Like, I'm dating you. I like you, but I hate all the other guys.
I can get that.
It makes sense.
When you told me this is what you were talking about, I thought I was just going to get bashed over here. But
and I didn't want you to think that. I was worried it was going to come across that, but I think everyone wins here. You can continue to be a man hater if you've been scorned. You want to hate, you want to hate. No judgment.
Okay, let's flip the switch though. Let's flip the tables around. I'm a woman hater. I've been scorned. I hate all women. I hate them all. And now I approach you. But now we're in a relationship, but I hate all women. Are you enjoying that? Are you happy with that? Or are you thinking, okay, something's wrong with this guy?
I don't know. I feel like it's so different with men. You know what I mean? I feel like women at their hearts are like...
Oh, sorry, there's two different... Okay, go on. Sorry.
Well, what do you think?
Actually, I do kind of agree with you.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I hate all women. But you also don't want me to be like, man, I love women.
Yeah, men have to have like a happy balance.
Shut up, right? Is what you want?
Yeah, just do what we say. That'd be fabulous.
Got some girl chat that we need to cover on That's What She Said? Text CK Mornings anytime. 519-354-8684. Alana's That's What She Said.
Chatham-Kent Mayor Darren Canniff in studio with us. He's here till 8 o'clock this morning. Just before 7, we had Peter Garapick on from the Mary Webb Center. We were just talking off air. What a great place that is, eh? A little hidden jewel in Chatham-Kent.
Mary Webb is a fabulous place, and everybody should be going there at some point. They have a number of shows. I've been there 10 times anyway.
Yeah.
And every time it's an amazing place to watch a concert. I went before. I had no idea who it even was. You go, you have a great time. You think, wow, this is great music. I would have never listened to it. Or Stephen Page was there, and I went, and I'm 30 feet away. And it's this intimate theater of about 300 people.
Intimate, like you're right up close. You're part of the show. Like that's what people pay for to go in like these big cities. We got it in Highgate of all places.
I know. Like Stephen Page goes to Highgate. He had the concert concert showing Montreal, Toronto, Vancouver, Highgate.
So cool.
And you got Cowboy Junkies, he said, Serena Ryder.
Yeah.
Those type of acts coming there where you can be pretty much sitting in their lap while they're performing.
That Serena Ryder show, I think it's like 20 tickets or less
Yeah,
for the
it's
Christmas
going like
show.
crazy.
So don't waste any time. MaryWebCenter.ca. While we're on the topic, before we get to our qualifiers here this morning, the Qantas Theater, the Capitol, we've got some record numbers right now, don't we?
Yes, well, if you go, the number of shows they've got happening there, it's their 15th anniversary at the Capitol Theater, Kiwanis Theater. There's just so much coming to Chatham-Kent. So you just get out and explore it. A lot of times, people don't even realize what's going on there. Just spend 5 minutes, go to the site, and look at all the things that are going on. I guarantee there's things that you'll want to see happening at one of those theaters.
All right, more with Mayor Canniff. He's here till 8 o'clock. First, though,
Win it all now from 94.3 CKSY.
looking for caller and texter number 11. Our texter today is whom, Alana? Hold on, say it again. There you go.
Candace.
All right, Candace gets in there. And our caller is Tim, who is on the line. Good morning, Tim. How are you?
Fantastic, Chris. How are you doing?
Very good, very good. You're going to qualify to win it all. Is there one of those 11 prizes that you're like, oh, man, that's what I want?
You know what? I got to be honest with you. They all look fantastic, but probably the groceries.
Yeah,
I can't blame you.
exactly. And the thing is, you don't have a choice. You just win it all. You just get everything.
Perfect.
It's pretty cool.
Perfect. That's even better. It makes my decision a heck of a lot easier.
Yeah, for sure. You can back up the truck, just win it all right there. Alana was telling me
Exactly.
that you gave her some golf lessons.
Tell everyone what a
I
good
did.
golfer I was, Tim. Chris, don't believe me.
You know what? She's fantastic.
Like, be
you
honest
gotta-
though. Like, you've qualified already, Tim. You're getting your name in there. Like,
I don't have to butter you guys up anymore.
No,
right? No, you
no.
know what? She was a very natural. She has a very natural swing. I was very impressed with it.
really? What was that,
Yeah.
Mayor Canniff?
Tell him he's under oath.
Yeah, Mayor Canniff says you're under oath right
No,
now.
this guy does
Okay.
golf lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she has a lot of what's the word I'm
Potential?
looking for? Potential. Thank you
Skills?
very
No,
much,
Talent?
Alana.
Don't
Yeah.
put words in his mouth. Let him speak.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, that's.
actually.
mhm. She's got potential. We just have to find the key to unlock it.
That's
Well,
right.
look at the
Exactly.
first step
exactly.
there.
That's right. And we'll find it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still lots of time.
Yeah, just like tracking down the Titanic. We'll find it. Tim, you're in there. Congratulations. We'll let you go. You're qualified to win it all, right?
Awesome. Thank you very much. Have a great day, guys.
Chatham-Kent Mayor Darren Canniff is in the studio with us until 8 o'clock, one of our bi-monthly sit-downs where we get you for a full hour and we can chat about whatever you want to chat about. We were talking about the Mary Webb Center, so that is one of the gems in Chatham-Kent, in Highgate. So if you're thinking like Highgate, it's like a hub out there. That's a great place. But we also wanted to mention another little gem is the Wallaceburg Museum, where I used to spend my March breaks as a kid. That was where we used to go for our March break program, was the Wallaceburg Rec Department. And we'd go to the museum, we'd go skating. But the museum is a hot spot out there.
That is another hidden gem. That if you haven't been to the Wallaceburg Museum, you got to take a weekend sometime, go out for a couple hours. Particularly this month, they have the Witch's Lair happening. It's an escape room. I did their escape room last year. I like escape rooms. I've done many of them across a lot of places.
Yeah.
It was top notch. You got it's for $15 a person. You can go out all the month of October and do this escape room. And I know, Alana, you have never done an escape
I've
room.
never done an escape room. No, I don't know if I don't think I could figure it out.
So I think I'd like to put the challenge out for you to go out and take some of the best people, the best and brightest, so you can get out of there.
Well,
Are you going to ask me? I'm sitting right here.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the invite.
you think we could do it between the two of us? I couldn't even get out of the Thamesville corn maze. I needed help.
Well, I will go with you if it will help at all.
Yeah,
should
you must
figure
be
something
skilled. It is a skill to do escape
Well,
room.
there's certain things in
I
an
feel like I
escape
get
room
frustrated.
that are consistent among rooms. But the idea is you have 1 hour, and you have to solve a bunch of puzzles or different things to get out. So these typically 15 or 20 or 25 different things you have to solve to say, oh, this and this, that's the combination for this lock, and so on. So I think, Alana, you put your mind to it, you'll get out in at
Never
least
see her again.
I feel like it would end with me and Chris yelling at each other.
For an hour in the same room. That's horrible. While we're talking about some of these places, there is an open house today, the Chatham-Kent Arts and Culture Open House, from 10 till 4 at the Cultural Center, and you get to see kind of behind the scenes and what is offered in Chatham-Kent. So if you haven't experienced these, or you're new to the area, or you've always had a question about these things, There you go. That's your opportunity.
No, get out and explore those things. There's so many things happening in Chatham-Kent. You just have to go looking for them. And I know you guys do a great job of putting a lot of that stuff out there for people to just get out and explore. It's relatively inexpensive, and the travel time is not much.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about let's get a couple of business things out of the way, because these are things that come up all the time. The Dresden dump. Where do we stand on that right now? I know there's not a lot to talk about, but I feel like we can't just not talk about it.
Well, there's nothing. We have heard absolutely nothing from the company. I mean, it's been how many months now? It's been radio silence. So we are waiting. I know we've applied to the federal government for them to get involved as far as the environment goes. The province has said that we have the ability to decide on the zoning. So I know we told them right up front that we didn't agree that it was zoned properly. So those are the things we're waiting on. But until they apply for something, it's a waiting game.
So are you comfortable with not hearing anything, or is that like the best case scenario, or like?
I don't know what to make of it.
Yeah. Okay.
When there's radio silence, because it's been months, and I know they talked about how important it was to as soon as possible to get this in place in case that they cut off the border as far as exporting our garbage. And then beyond that, it's been radio silence for months.
Okay. Homelessness will continue to be a topic. I don't see it. There's no end in sight. Nobody has the great idea to just it's going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing for a while. But these cabins that we have on Park Street, am I right with that? It's not Park Street, is it? The cabins, is that where?
Park Ave.
Park Ave, I'm sorry. So the cabins are up, and they're full already, and we've seen some great success with these.
Yes. So they're full. There's a waiting list, and the really cool thing is that we took 9 people from encampments that were sleeping outside and they're in the part of the cabin program.
Yeah.
So with the waiting list, we're looking at potential expansion. There's a ability to put a few more on there. So you just have to put the cabins. We built everything else around it. But the other thing is we've had a number of other municipalities approaching us to see what we've done, and we've been giving them some tours from various councillors, and I know other mayors have been interested and called me and asked about various details about it. So it's something that's piqued a lot of interest from other communities as well.
So I was just going to say, when you say 9, right away people are like, well, that's 9. That's not a lot, but the idea of these is to get people in and then move them along. It's like it's a first step to the next step.
Yes, the cabins are meant to take someone who's homeless and set them up for success to be housed.
Okay.
That's what that whole program is about.
And there's very strict rules, too, for anyone who wants to.
Very strict rules. Like, for one, there's no visitors. So you can't bring anybody on the site, but there's security there and a number of things to ensure that it's a safe environment for everyone.
And for the expansion you mentioned, I know you probably can't give a timeline, but like, what would the steps be? Does it have to go back to council kind of thing, or is it more about just finding the space for it?
Well, it would come back to council. So administration would look and say, yes, it makes sense that we expand by whatever it is. They come back to council and say, we need these dollars to expand it, and then it would be approved or not approved at council.
We'd be naive to think that this is just a Chatham issue. It's a Chatham-Kent issue. Maybe the smaller towns it's not as prominent, but is there forethought of, like, maybe there's cabins in Blenheim or Wallaceburg or Tilbury at some point? Are we that far down the road yet?
Oh, certainly. We're looking. There's been plans for Wallaceburg. That's the next largest city in Chatham-Kent. Yeah. And we're looking at expanding it out because there is homeless in Wallaceburg. Mm-hmm. So the expansion out of that over time, it just makes sense that we put some more cabins there because we have the main infrastructure, the washrooms, the kitchen facility, all of that right there.
Already done.
So all we have to do is add the small cabins so we could add some more rooms relatively efficiently.
All right, I think that's the business on the table. We have some other things we want to talk about. Maybe not as hardcore, because those are the big hot button issues. We'll get to that between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. Chatham-Kent Mayor Darren Canniff in studio with the CK Mornings. Mayor Darren Canniff is in studio with us until 8 o'clock this morning. Copped up to some business just before 7:30. We got a bunch of different things we want to talk about, okay? So the Bearline Bubble, which the name didn't take off. We really tried to push that name. It did not take off. But the Chatham-Kent Tennis Club Dome, it seemed to pop up overnight. It's open now, and it's now open for bookings.
That is really exciting because I know that they want to expand it not to only tennis, pickleball, and they're looking at other sports as well. And excited about that. And that's our first indoor thing that we can actually people can play tennis and pickleball in a dome over the wintertime. Previously, people played tennis shut down for 5 months or had to go to Windsor or London.
Yeah, the Bearline's where it's located, just north of the Sinclair College. Tennisclubs.ca/Chatham and you can go online. You can start booking your times now. It looks wild. It's
a cool thing for a municipality to have, like the look of a dome.
Exactly, and that is so excited about that. Yeah, I'm actually going later today.
Oh, nice.
To check it out.
Perfect.
So yeah, I'm excited to that's one more addition along with the whole park. In the next year and a half, there's going to be a whole bunch of other things happening there. Developed. There's going to be basketball courts, pickleball courts, there's cricket field. There's going to be a really cool playground being put in there as well.
Why stop at just a dome there? Can we make like a giant dome? Like how big do these domes come? Could we do like
double-decker dome?
Yeah.
I would love to see, and we need to. We're working to get an indoor sports dome.
Oh.
I know in the master plan, the recreation master plan, they talked about longer term, but I'd like to see something sooner so that soccer teams and all those other teams during the winter that have to shut down, they have a place so they can go 12 months a year as opposed to 7 to be able to compete with all the communities that have those domes.
I was actually thinking bigger, like a dome over Pancor, like something like that, where we could have a whole community that's just.
We better start fundraising now.
Okay, all right. Maybe put that in the back burner. You did mention the rec master plan, and this is a conversation that was about a month ago. Kind of came out through the news. We had it on CK News today. What does that mean? Is this like the dream scenario? We can get the money together. These are the things we need. We want to grow as a community.
That's basically what it is. The plan to say, as they look forward to say, what does Chatham-Kent need as far as recreation, sports, all those different things. So it's a plan laid out. Council didn't approve any of it. It was just it's a plan. So people have asked me, oh, you've now committed $160 million to arena and all this. No, we haven't. To say, here's what we're looking at. You can see that the timelines are all 8, 9, 10 years out, these type of things. But the part of it is why they put it out there is A, it's not funded, so we're going to have to find funds for all these things. But we can't do everything at once. So some of those will rise and be done sooner than others. That's to be determined as we proceed on. But all those will have to go through council. But, they talked about an arena, a twin pad arena, and an indoor pool, those type of things. We talked about 4 baseball diamonds in Blenheim. Those are some of the bigger things, but there's all sorts of these things that they say we're going to need in the next 10 years.
When you bring these things up, people immediately say, well, we have homelessness. How are we going to go spend this kind of money? And it's a real balancing act. You can't just dump all your money into one pot, right? Is that the idea? Like right away when people see that and they're like, oh, you want to build an arena? Well, we have an encampment over on. What's your answer to that?
Well, that's exactly it, Chris. You just said there's a lot of priorities. So we have a number of things. We can't stop roads, or we are responsible for hundreds of different things. So we have to allocate money across all of them. Recreation is one of them. That there's an expectation citizens have that they're going to have good recreational facilities.
Yep.
So if we just stop doing that, over time, people are going to start going to other communities that are investing in that recreation. So there's an expectation we have to meet all the citizens. And certainly we spend a lot of money on homelessness, like the cabins we spent money. And so we're spending lots of money there, but we need to spend money in the recreation area as well.
And how do you go about kind of choosing? Is it like community feedback? Because everyone's into different rec things. Communities want things in their community and da-da-da-da. So how do you kind of choose?
That's exactly it, the feedback. We had a meeting last week for people to provide, but it's all the groups to say we need more fields, we need more of this, we need more of that as they're expanding. Baseball's expanding, soccer's expanding. So we need to make sure that those those needs are being met as far as across the spectrum.
I was just dialing up here. Let's talk Chatham-Kent.ca. That's a great place to go for all these kind of conversations. Want to talk about the roundabout, too. So Atlanta was one of the first on the roundabout on Friday. It cost us $6 million. Freddie Facebook hates it, thinks it's a dumb idea, thinks we don't know how to build a roundabout, thinks we overspent on it. I think the roundabout's great. I've been through it a couple times. It keeps the traffic rolling, and we've had no motor vehicle collision reports as of Monday afternoon. Talk about that $6 million that was spent on a roundabout at Merlin Town Line and Queens Line.
Certainly. So the total bill was $6 million, but I want to bring up that $2 million of it was to fix a bridge next to it. So as they're planning for the roundabout, they looked, and right beside on Merlin Line, they're going to be fixing a bridge in about 2 years. They said, let's roll it into the project. So that's about $2 million. So take that off, it's $4 million. But then of the $4 million, a lot of that money was to fix up the road itself leading in on both ways. So the roundabout was actually much cheaper, but they kept adding to it. So it sounded like it was massively over budget, but because they added other projects in, fixing a rural bridge for $2 million, those type of things. So as well, you mentioned the safety. that it reduces speed. So we talk about speed bumps. This is a natural speed bump. So you're doing 110 down the road.
Never on Queens Line.
Okay,
I'm always
so
going
you're
80.
doing 90.
Yep.
90 is the speed limit. So you're doing 91. So it's going to slow you down. But
Yep.
but as you go down there, it's one more opportunity to slow things down.
Yeah.
It's safer. You're never going to get a T-bone happening there versus a light. Inevitably, we took what was probably the unsafest intersection in a rural area in Chatham-Kent and made it one of the safest by putting in a roundabout.
And this was a discussion that has been going on for years and years. It's not like you just pulled roundabout out of a hat and said, okay, we'll go with this.
Yes, no, it's been a long discussion, and when you go to other communities, there's lots of roundabouts because they're safer. They're actually cheaper over the long run. Well, they're cheaper short term and long term because you don't have to maintain the lights, and as well, there's no idling. So, how many times do you come up to a light at 2:00 in the morning? You're sitting waiting for a minute, and we're roundabout. You're not going to wait. You're just going to go through if there's no one there. It keeps the traffic flowing as well.
Yeah, I always think lights are great, assuming no one runs them.
Yeah, when I was in Portugal back a year and a half ago, it was hard to find a street light. They have not even you go to a major intersection, it's a roundabout. They have roundabouts everywhere.
And there are standards for engineering standards for these kind of things. When people say there's no way a truck can get around it, no way a combine's going to be able to get around it, there are standards that we follow when we build these things.
Oh, right? Yes, and certainly we designed it so a large farm equipment can get through and large trucks. And Alana, in your video, you showed when you're coming up to it, the first thing you saw a transport going through it. So it's designed to have those vehicles go through it as well.
Listen, if Alana can maneuver around a roundabout.
I did a full loop around.
Yeah, well, you weren't supposed to, but
you could have just kept driving around and around.
Follow the flow of traffic. Don't do what I did.
I had to go get her Saturday. I had to get her out of the roundabout. But it is open now, and it's moving along just fine. More with Mayor Canniff coming up before 8 o'clock. Chatham-Kent Mayor Darren Canniff in our studio. He joins us every other month or so for a full hour, and those full hours fly by absolutely so quickly. So we're wrapping things up here with Mayor Canniff this morning. Thanks for being here. We always appreciate it. Coming up on Monday, we just talked about the roundabout. That's been a hot button issue for a while. This one will be another conversation that we'll get rolling again. The hub report for the downtown hub is being released on Monday. And that's going to come to council in a couple weeks. But we'll be able to see it. And what is I know you can't tell us what's in the report, but what are we looking at? What's going to be released on Monday?
So what's going to be released on Monday is the results of the RFP that we put out. I know that council approved it all through the process and said, if here's the budget, and we put out the RFP to confirm. We weren't certain on what the cost would be.
An RFP is?
Request for proposal. Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, so we put it out to everybody. So all construction companies across Canada would come and look at this. So we had 6 of them. I think it's public. We could have went and said there were 6 companies that put in bids that we looked at as far as to do that. So we're going to do the results and saying here's the recommended contractor for redoing or for doing the hub project.
So if you're building a house, you put out an RFP, or you go to visit contractors and you visit
so
we kind of the same thing, right?
It's a standard process the municipality does to say in order to get the best price, we put it out to everyone to bid on. So we gave a specific, said this is what we want built. And so all these companies looked, spent a lot of time doing it. They put in proposals. So Monday we're going to release that 2 weeks in advance. So October 20th is when we're going to discuss it, but that report's going to be released on Monday that says here's the dollar value of the bids or the bid that they're recommending.
Okay, go ahead, Alana.
Well, so then from there, once it goes back to council, like what are kind of the steps here? Like you green light that, you say, yeah, request for a proposal is good. Is there a chance you could all say like, no, we're not going forward with this, it is too much in the end? Or
well, certainly if it was over budget, that would be reason to say, yeah, we shouldn't be doing this. We thought it was going to be here. I'm not going to say what's in the report, but we'll proceed on from there. If it's passed in council on October 20th, construction will start very quickly after that.
So Jimmy's construction company has applied. He comes up, he says it's going to cost me X number of dollars. This is what I'm going to charge you to build this.
Yes.
You give it the go ahead. He's digging the next day, or it's like because I know people when they hear this kind of thing, they're like, well, when is this beginning? What are we waiting for? Because there's always a time for it, but like realistically, when are we going to see? Like obviously they're working on the mall portion. We're talking about the Sears building. When will we start seeing something happening? Well, if it all goes ahead.
If it all goes ahead, I expect very soon after October 20th they would start construction. I mean, it's going to take them a period of time to gear up.
Yeah.
Because they're going to have to hire and finalize contracts because The general contractor will be using a lot of other sub-trades, and a lot of them will be from Chatham-Kent. My expectation would be.
That's what I was going to ask. So RFPs, it's not necessarily just about like the lowest price, right? There's other, it's kind of weighted, correct? Like, because cheapest doesn't mean the best.
Yes,
and I know a lot of times local, if it's local, is a little bit of a factor too.
Elena, that's a great point, is that cost is a factor, but they look for the qualifications, say, are these reputable builders? Have they done projects like this before? They go through all that and say, all right, before they even look at the price, they say, are you qualified to do this? So the three of us couldn't put in a bid
Alana's
and say,
building company for
they're gonna
$5.
say, Alana, you haven't done this before, so no, we're not going to take your bid, even though it's much cheaper. So you go through that, then you open up, they would open up, look at the prices and say, all right, based on this, price is a factor, certainly. But based on anybody they're opening an envelope for are qualified. So I know that they're very happy with how qualified the company is that is the.
I feel like you're trying very hard not to say something.
I'm trying very hard not to, yes.
All right. We're just going to let you go, and maybe something would spill out, but we'll save you. So Monday, that's going to be released, and then it goes to council in a couple weeks. So Monday, we'll see it. Keep an eye. Let's Talk Chatham-Kent. We'll be all over it. We'll have information, but it'll be out there. I think that's all we've got. We didn't catch you last week because you guys were off to Ireland. The family went to Ireland.
Yes. I took the family for a quick jaunt over. We decided that the Pittsburgh Steelers were playing in Ireland, so I'm a Steelers fan. So I thought, what a great opportunity. So I took my two kids and my wife over for about 5 days. So we went over and never been to Ireland before, but Dublin was fantastic.
Really?
And so we watched the game and then jumped the plane the next morning and came home.
Wild, eh?
So cool. It's so funny because I was out for breakfast with my dad and a game was on. And it was early in the morning. He's like, this must be a replay. There's not a game on. It's only 10 a.m. What is their game on? And I looked it up. I'm like, oh, they're doing one of the international games in Dublin.
There was nearly 80,000 people at the game in Dublin. And it was a pretty big thing. Walking the streets in downtown Dublin, you could see that there was football fans everywhere.
Really?
So it was a big tourism thing for Ireland as well.
That's glad you had fun. Next time, think about our interview before you book because you had to miss our Wednesday
Terrible
talk.
time.
Well, I was on the plane. Otherwise, I would have called in, but they wouldn't let me call on the plane.
Next time these things come up, be like, I can't leave till noon. I got to talk to CK Mornings. Mayor Canniff, as always, we appreciate your time with us. We'll catch up with you next Wednesday. In a couple months, we'll have you back in studio.
Look forward to it. Have a great day, everybody.
We always keep you up to date what's happening with the trends. And since I am a bit of a trendsetter myself, I feel like I can bring this to you, Alana.
Okay.
Got my latest edition of Fortune magazine in the mail this week.
Wow.
And the new trend, they did a whole article on the new trend that more and more companies are banning shoes at work. No more shoes in the workplace. You wear them.
Banning them?
You take them off at the door, just like you're going to your house. You take them off at the door, and you just walk around the building in your socks, your slippers, or, you go barefoot, but you leave the shoes at the door. The no shoes allowed trend. And it's not because they don't want to vacuum or clean up in dirty shoes. They want the office to feel more relaxed and collaborative. A lot of tech companies are doing this now. So no shoes at work. I'm going to take my shoes off right now.
I could see that. There's a whole outlet of people out there. It's called grounding, and it's when you don't wear shoes, and it's supposed to very much connect you to Earth. So I could kind of see, because once you take your shoes off, you're close to a person. That's bonding. I'm just wearing flip-flops today. Okay, mine are off. Yeah, I do feel
Clive,
free.
Take your shoes off. Clive's at our studio. Clive's our co-op student. What school do you go to, Clive?
I go to CKSS.
CKSS. Clive goes to CK. Clive, take your shoes off.
Shoes off? Your off, Chris?
Yeah, mine are off. Let's all get our shoes off here.
Ew, mine are, but I'm not wearing socks today.
Oh. You have a bit of a smell going on over there.
I made it awkward. I didn't realize I was the only one without socks. Yeah. Are they banning socks
No,
too?
they say it's shoes off, socks, slippers, or barefoot.
I feel great, actually. I'm not even kidding.
They say it could create awkwardness or hygiene issues. What feels casual for some might feel unprofessional, even uncomfortable for others. Clive, jump on that microphone.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, okay. So, Clive, you got your shoes off.
Yeah, it's
Feel
nice
good?
and airy in here.
Okay, let's imagine, Clive, you go to CKSS today, and they're like, leave your shoes at the door. Would you walk around the school with your shoes off?
Yeah, probably, just to
There
see
you
what's going on.
Yeah. Get the dogs out, right?
Yeah.
Are you feeling good over there?
I'm not exaggerating. I feel really good. I feel like a little looser.
Yeah.
I feel, I don't know. I do feel grounded.
I got my shoes off right now. I'm just out.
I feel very,
dogs air out.
like whimsical. Like I could prance around.
Yeah, it's a magical
Yeah,
You
Clive.
feel magical? Is that what-
What is happening to you two? She's magical. You're prancing. What's happening? I wanted to know, okay, what occupation would be the worst to see them with no shoes on? And I had one that jumped to mind right away. Okay, so 519-354-8684. You walk into a business and you're like, where are your shoes? Like, imagine you go sit down in the chair and you're about to get a cleaning from your dentist and he walks in barefoot. Wouldn't that be odd? That'd be weird, wouldn't it? That wouldn't feel right.
No, I couldn't focus because that's like the pinnacle of hygiene as a dental office.
Yeah. Or your brain surgery is barefoot. I don't like that idea. Or like an investigator at a crime scene. He's walking around, no shoes on. What occupation should never follow the no shoes at work trend? Okay, think about it for a minute. 519-354-8684. Clive, you think about it too, all right? We'll come back after 8:30. What occupation should not follow this trend? Our co-op student Clive is in studio from CKSS is joining us here. Your shoes still off, Clive?
Oh, very much still off. Oh, yeah.
Take them off. It's a new trend. Fortune magazine just did a story about how companies are now banning shoes at work. And they say it makes it more of a collaborative environment. You can wear socks, slippers, or go barefoot, but no shoes. You're walking into your house. You take them off at the door, you take your shoes off, and off you go.
I think slippers would be good for that because you'd
Slippers?
feel more comfortable, like you are at home.
I can see you wearing big fluffy slippers walking around here.
Yeah, no, they want me to be comfortable.
What about big fluffy Crocs?
Crocs? I don't know. I don't think Crocs would be allowed.
No?
No, I think you got to go like
those are two shoes
yeah,
adjacent.
shoe adjacent. Makes sense. They say people's feet are breathing and smelling up the office place, but they say it's a casual work environment, makes it more collaborative, and kind of opens up the workplace a little
Because
bit.
workplaces, they're always going on and about, we're family here, we're family here. That's very family. Your dad's got his big toes out.
We're all family. I'm taking my shirt off. Like, why am I wearing so many clothes in here? So we asked you today, what is the worst occupation to follow this trend? Like, here we are sitting in our studio. Our shoes. We have a guest coming in a minute. We got to put our shoes back on. But like, what's the worst occupation? Okay, that would be the worst occupation to go in the new no shoe trend. Clive, I told you to do some homework here. What'd you say?
I came up with firefighter. I think
Firefighter.
that'd be really rough on them.
Just trying to save. Walk
Yeah.
in there. Ow, 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 ow.
That's hot.
Goals, yeah.
What did you say this morning? 519-354-8684.
Jackie says hospital and funeral home. We got a lot for like healthcare. Carrie says ER nurse. Roxanne says PSW or any healthcare jobs. Another one from Jackie for hospital, funeral home, or doctor. Janet has a good one. She said grocery store. That's a good one.
Clive, you work at a grocery store.
I do.
You
I
ever
do.
take your shoes off?
Yeah.
I've never taken my shoes
That's
off.
got to be a
there.
violation.
Yeah.
Too much on the
What about a
floor.
fast food restaurant?
Yeah.
They're back there whipping up your hamburger and they got their dogs out.
Don't want to
Slide on
see
the
it.
floor.
Oh, no. I don't want that. Janice, what are you saying?
I would say a janitor should be wearing his shoes.
I was thinking about
Yeah.
a janitor going in cleaning a urinal without shoes on. That's disgusting.
Absolutely.
Janice, are you going to work right now?
No.
No?
I'm retired.
Oh, retired.
Yeah, you can have your shoes off all day.
Absolutely, I do.
Talking about this new trend at work where you don't have to wear shoes, and we're asking you what occupation is the worst occupation to go shoeless. And we had some good additions to our list this morning.
Yeah, we got a text lawyer or roofer. I was thinking lawyer. Kelly says massage therapist. I don't want to be face down and see those dirty dogs. Roy says horse stall cleaner, which that would be bad for the horse stall cleaner. Jaylene, animal clinic. And Loretta says a hairdresser. Imagine a hairdresser walking around, be hair all over
All
their
that
toes.
hair. Sandy's in our studio from CIBC. We're going to talk to her next. She was just saying a banker.
Yeah,
I
anything
don't wanna be going-
prestigious with money.
Going for a
Put your
loan
shoes on.
and got your dogs up on the desk.
Subscribe to the CK Mornings in case you missed it podcast and never miss an episode. Plus, drop us a rating and a comment too. Listen live weekday mornings at 94.3 CKSY.com.